Good morning, and let's try that again. Welcome to Lesson 1, Video 34. As I mentioned before, this won't make any sense unless you've opened up to you have in front of you the PDF entitled First Set of Lesson Texts. And do yourself a favor, make sure it's the version dated for nothing earlier than October 1st. Mustang, you say you don't have that? No problem. Just below the YouTube video you're watching, there are two links. The second link will take you to the class materials page for the first quarter of lessons. The second item on that list, on that page, is a link that will help you to download this PDF for free. If you're not watching this video on this dedicated page, no problem. Simply find the place towards the bottom right-hand corner of your video, right around there. You'll find a little YouTube icon. Give that a click or two. It'll take you to the dedicated YouTube page. Very simple. Now, this is only going to be meaningful to you if you've already watched all 33 videos or 33 parts of Lesson 1. So set yourself up for success and watch those videos first in proper order. You'll be glad you did. Okay. Quick reminder, these contemplative exercises between the words and the parentheses, the words and the brackets, and the blank spaces, these are designed to be highly adaptable to whatever pain or pleasure or neutral phenomena you're experiencing in the moment. And a lot of people feel overwhelmed, so they can practice along with teacher. It'll work just fine. It'll get you very, very comfortable. Today's set of guided meditations will help us to work with anger. Remember what I've already told you, who we are is not determined by what we feel, but rather what we do with what we feel. So we don't have to lie to ourselves about what we feel or what degree we feel it to. We don't have to delineate between being mildly annoyed and totally enraged. We're just going to call it anger for the sake of simplicity and busy about ourselves with the task of using that anger as an energy source that will empower our journey upon Buddha's path to full enlightenment. So, join me now on your PDF on page 4. Let me verify this is the right page. Yep, looks like the right page. Page 4. Start with the first exercise. Where's this purple crown on wheel? If this is not familiar to you, go back and watch the instruction videos. You'll notice on page 4 there's links all over the page. Start with the link actually on the previous page. Start with the link on page 1. Then there's a link at the bottom of page 1. Then there's a link at the bottom of page 3. Then there's a link at the top of page 4. Each link is attached, you guessed it, to a YouTube video that goes into great luxurious detail of all this stuff. So now we've come to exercise 2 on page 4. What anger am I now experiencing? I've been doing this for a while. I don't have to read Mani Padme Hum. I can gaze at the picture of Chenrezig Zig twice. I can gaze a picture of my teacher twice. I can gaze upon the face of Chenrezig Zig while I recite the mantra 2 more times, and then I can close my eyes while I relax into the 7th recitation of the mantra. Now listen, I've been doing this for a while. Give yourself a break. It's okay if you can just do it 1 or 2 times. And by it I mean recite the mantra. That's okay. If you do this exercise twice a day, every day, for the next 6 consecutive days, it'll get easier and easier. I guarantee it. Okay, third exercise on page 4. How could this anger and its causes not satisfy? Remember, our job is not to answer these questions. These are rhetorical questions. We ask them on the in-breath silently and mentally. And on the out-breath, we physically relax as we verbally recite the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum as many times as we comfortably can. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Page 5, first exercise. How could this anger and its causes not be permanent? Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Second exercise, page 5. How could this anger and its causes not be me? Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Third exercise, page 5. How could this anger and its causes not be mine? Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. You notice how fast we're just clipping along? Meditation does not have to be arduous or difficult. The test of our meditation is simply how productive it is in helping us to deal with the gurk that can manifest in our life. Page 6, first exercise. How could this anger and its causes not be graspable? Remember, these are rhetorical, assumptive, well-worded, mantra-empowered questions. These are hard-ass questions we'd be expected to devise an answer, but these are lazy bastard questions. Ask the question silently, mentally during the in-breath, relax into the mantra during the out-breath. Come, let's do that right now. How could this anger and its causes not be graspable? Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Page 6, exercise 2. How could I benefit from letting go of this anger and its causes right now? You know, notice if you listen carefully, I make little mistakes here and there. After all these years, I still make little mistakes. This is not the path of being a perfectionist. This is the path of being a fortunate fuck-up. We make mistakes, we brush ourselves off, and we get up and we keep going. How could I benefit from letting go of this anger and its causes right now? Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. You don't gotta believe nothing. In fact, I hope you won't. Belief is a big old trap. We play with this mantra because we like the idea that we like to entertain the possibility that perhaps by playing with it, it could empower our journey. We're just exploring a possibility and noticing the results it gives us. If it gives us great results, we keep playing with it. If it gives us less than satisfactory results, we put it on the shelf. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Page 6, exercise 3. What could completely letting go of this anger and its causes feel like? Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Page 7 of your practice text, which is free, completely free. Why could I let go of this anger and its causes right now? Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. So after I recite the question verbally, what am I doing on the in-breath? I'm silently, mentally reciting the question during the in-breath. What? What's that you say? You haven't memorized it yet? Of course you haven't. You're just starting out. So read it. Use your eyes. Read it. That's why it's written down before you, to make it that much easier. Page 7, Exercise 2. Why would I let go of this anger and its causes right now? What's that? You say you're not sure to pronounce the mantra? And then you haven't watched all 33 videos, because in one of them we go over the pronunciation of the mantra in excruciating detail. Don't cheat yourself. Watch these videos. Page 7, exercise 3. When will I let go of this anger and its causes? Page 7, exercise 4, the last verbal exercise of this set. Completely letting go. Remember, this is not an affirmation, it is an intention. We're not lying to ourselves. We're not saying, ha ha ha, I've already let go of this. No, we're saying, I intend to let go of this. I intend to completely let go of this. Let's continue. Completely letting go. Folks, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't live in a bubble devoid of suffering. Lao Tzu didn't, Buddha didn't, Christ didn't, Gandhi didn't. I have sufferings. I have neighbors who don't like me, who actually scream at me when they see me or throw rocks at me. I have people who hate me or deny me the benefit of the doubt. I get death threats. So I know what it's like to feel uncomfortable emotions. I know what it's like to feel disappointed. I know what it's like to feel sad. I know what it's like to feel annoyed. I know what it's like to feel pain. I know what it's like to feel ill. I know what's fun what it feels like to feel yuck. And I've got to tell you, these exercises help to make life more manageable. They actually turn us from the victims of these challenges in our lives and make those challenges into our servants that give us, that help to feed our journey on the path. Let's continue now with some silent exercises on page 8. The first exercise on page 8. What feeling? Letting go. We're not trying to change what we feel. We're not even trying to notice what we feel. We're just asking the question, letting our mind do the work. What feeling? Letting go. Remember, whenever we breathe out, we're relaxing. The spiritual application of relaxing our muscles is letting go of our emotions, letting go of our thoughts. That's not pushing them away. That's simply letting go of them. It's like a bird in your hand. You don't want to throw the bird off your hand. The bird won't like that very much. You can injure the poor fellow. The bird will leave when it's ready to. We're just giving the bird the opportunity. So, what feeling? Letting go. 3 times. I'm not sure if you saw me. I experienced a motor tic then. Don't worry. Meditation will not give you neurological issues. I've got neurological issues because at birth my skull was crushed and my brain was asphyxiated. So if anything, these techniques have helped me to cope with my disabilities. Don't you mind your pretty little head. These exercises can't harm you, unless of course they're written on a solid block of granite that falls from a 10-story building and lands on your head. Then you're SOL. Page 8, exercise 2. What hearing, the question asks, letting go we intend. Third exercise, page 8. What seeing? Letting go. Yes, your eyes are still closed. You might dream up, you might see visions of your past, real or imagined, visions of your present, visions of things you're trying to wrestle with and trying to fix. You might see pretty designs like it came from a Peter Max poster. It doesn't matter, just notice and let go. Page 9, first exercise, noticing, letting go. This is an exercise in spontaneity. We're not choosing what we notice. We're just noticing what pops up spontaneously. You know, like you're playing a game of whack-a-mole at Chuck E. Cheese. Those mechanical moles start popping up all over the place. That's how it is with thoughts, memories, feelings, fears, what have you. Now we transfer this to a one-syllable version. Eyes closed. This, free. 3 breaths. Final exercise, eyes open, this free. If you have downloaded your image of Chenrezig, this is the time to gaze upon it gently. If you haven't downloaded your image, what are you waiting for? It's free. Download the bastard already. Okay. So what I like to say is this point we gaze gently upon the face of Chenrezig. We're not concentrating only on it. We're aware of everything in our field of vision, in our foveal vision, and our peripheral vision. This is just a nice little center of our field of vision. You can say, why meditate with your eyes open? Because meditation is not designed to make us hide from reality, but to confront it in the most skillful, empowered, and transformative way. This free. Like I've already told you in the instructions. How do you count out 13? Simple. You just play with 1/4 of your mala. That's from spacer to spacer. Count it on your pinky, just like I already taught you. You know, the 3, you counted a bead for each of the 3 feeling questions. You counted a bead for each of the 3 hearing questions. You counted a bead for each of the 3 seeing questions. You counted a bead for each of the 3 syllable noticing, letting go questions. You counted a bead for each of the silent this free questions with the eyes closed. And now for the remainder of the quarter mala, this free, eyes open but gently, completely vulnerable and aware of whatever's going on inside of you or outside of you. This radical vulnerability, this courageous vulnerability, is often translated by Tibetan scholars as naked awareness. That sounds very, very sexy and tantric, but it's just not in this context. So this free. Okay, we completed our quarter mala. We move on now to page 10. We close the practice with very positive, compassionate, loving intentions that guard our good, that protect our good karma, and even multiply it. Let's please recite with me using the sing-song style, or I should say the question-and-answer style, together. But first exercise, page 10. By this virtue may I now accomplish the spontaneous, habitual, easy, and effective mastery of Buddha's mental yogas of devotion, awareness, love, and letting go, and now lead every living being, without exception, to this ground. Page 10, exercise 2. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy. May everyone practice skillfully and joyfully. May everyone accomplish Chenrezig in this life, and then help many others do likewise. For truly that is the meaning of life. Om Mani Padme Hum. What's that? You don't remember what these prayers mean? That's okay. There's the link on the page. Click that link. Get an explanation. Page 10, final exercise. Together, may I always be cared for throughout all my lives by the Buddha of compassion emanating as my kind teacher. And as such may I let's try this again. And as such may I always enthusiastically and joyfully tread this excellent path praised by the conquerors. There are some who would say you must visualize your teachers being an emanation of a Buddha. That's a lot of work and can set you up for some emotional baggage. Here's what I recommend. Simply give your teacher the benefit of the doubt. Suspend preconceptions. Receive the teachings. Apply the teachings once every morning, once every night, 6 consecutive days. Engage your judgment. Notice the results. That's the best way to honor your teacher. On page 11, you'll see the list of guided meditations and their corresponding links. There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I thank you for your time and for your kind attention. Before you go, I want to call your attention to a place on the screen. Towards the bottom left-hand corner, there's a thumbs up button for like. Give that bad boy a click. That should reveal 3 social media buttons. I think one's for Facebook, one's for Twitter, one's for Google+. Give those each a click. Share this bad boy. You'll be glad you did. Okay, folks, quick benediction. I thank you for your time and your kind attention. I thank you for your enthusiasm to evolve and become the person that your dog already thinks you are. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Before you go, I want to remind you that the first link right below this video will take you to the registration page so you can participate in the next series of weekly webinars that begin Friday, the 2nd of November. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.